My name is Gurdial Grewal, Grewal Brothers Farming in Madera, California. Total acreage is 800 acres. We grow 300 acres of peaches, about 250 acres of almonds, 50 acres of prunes, about 300 acres of grapes, and we just planted some pistachios.
I started working with Gurdial and Grewal Brothers Farming about 4 years ago, and multiple ways of solving some of the problems he had, like the irrigation, improving his irrigation systems, and building up his soils. We talked about cover crops, we talked about compost application, and then we also looked at, for water, we looked at expanding the irrigation systems or the drip systems and microjet systems on the ranch, and looking at installing soil moisture probes so he could track the water in the soil profile.
Drought has been the biggest issue for the last couple of years because we haven't had no rainfall here in mid-California, Central Valley. This year we had to pump all groundwater and our pumps are going dry. We were flood irrigating everything, and flood irrigation takes a lot of water. And we're trying to cut down on the water because there's a lot of water that gets wasted. The microjet sprinkler doesn't waste as much water as flood irrigation. It'll put the water out, depends how many gallons you want per tree per hour, it'll put it out. The ones I have, they're putting out 12 gallons per hour, if you have it at 30 pounds pressure. You can regulate how much water you want to put on.
The San Joaquin Valley really feeds America. Agriculture is a huge industry here, and we're providing hundreds of different crops that go all over the country and exported to all over the world. We've been in a drought for the last 3 years, and this last year's been a lot more pronounced, with little snowpack and little rain. You do get increased application efficiency with drip, double line drip or drip, and also microjet compared to flood irrigation, especially if you have really sandy soils.
In 2011, Priscilla came out to the ranch and saw some of the problems that we had, and I mentioned some of the problems that I thought we had on the ranch, like irrigation, fertilization, the other soil amendments and stuff that we needed on the ranch. So Priscilla thought it would be good to have a conservation plan.
With conservation planning, I think it's important to look at ways to build your soil quality, build organic matter, also just apply water more efficiently. And anywhere if you can save money on pumping costs, then that's money you can put towards something else. With conservation planning, you can develop a strategy for dealing with something like a drought that comes along by looking at building your soil quality or improving your irrigation efficiency, tracking your water use so that you're only putting on what you need and no more.
My ranch is a lot better off with the conservation planning that we did, where we were able to put in the irrigation systems, go out and plant cover crop in those areas, have really bounced back, and where we've applied mulch, we've applied compost, and the smart sprayer is saving us a lot of money on chemicals where we would otherwise waste.
Conservation planning is planning for the future, takes your goals, looks at issues, problems you may have, and identifies some options for you, and then you pick what you want to do. Conservation planning is a two-way street. I may have some ideas that I want to run by the landowner, but it's their property, it's up to them, it's their decisions, and I think that's a really important point, that it's entirely up to them what they want to do and how they want to address the issues on their land.
I would recommend to every grower to go into the NRCS office and come up with a conservation plan. Work with Priscilla or whoever they have there, and draw one up, and that way you can see what your ranch needs, and the office there will know also that what the farmers in that area need.
For more information about NRCS conservation programs, contact your local NRCS office or visit our website.